Thanks. Hey, Paddy. How's the week been, and how's prep going for the Glory?
Yeah, the week's been good. Obviously, we've been training hard and preparing as best as we can for tomorrow's game.
Where do you see the threats in the Glory? What makes them a challenge for you guys?
Everyone's a challenge. Every game's a challenge. Every team has good players. But the way I've always approached it and I've always seen it is, we concentrate on ourselves and the way we go about things.
Paddy, how have you reflected on the draw against Wellington over the past couple of days? Obviously, it seemed like you had the 3 points in the bag and that it slipped away pretty late.
Yeah, I think it was a tale of two halves. I thought first half, we were good, and then obviously second half we dropped off, and we got punished. But there were some really good things that I saw overall in the game, and you can never be perfect, and nor do we claim to be. So the reason we look at some things and we try and improve it and bring it into to tomorrow's game.
What do you think the reason was for the drop off in the second half? Was it a concentration thing?
To be honest, you can look at everything. So we look at everything and we sort of judge it on what we've seen or what we see on video, and we try and correct things, but it could be a bit of everything.
And Thomas Lamb's late red card obviously leaves you with a suspension in the centre of defence. Any inclination as to how you're going to feel that? Could Jamo potentially come in and play centre back again? Or?
Potentially. We'll see after training and see how he pulls up.
Paddy, obviously, Socceroos squad announced next week. A couple of your guys will be in the mix there. What have you seen from Marco Tilio specifically that maybe makes him a chance to get bid for national honours again?
I don't pick the team, so it's up to Graham that picks the team. It's got nothing to do with me. My job is to concentrate on Melbourne City and what we do here. Whoever gets picked, and that's up to the selectors for the Socceroos, not me.
Has Marco impressed you this season, mate?
If he didn't impress me, we wouldn't have signed him 3 years ago. So, yeah.
Any more guys, or we are good?
I was going to ask. I mean, obviously you don't pick the Socceroos team, but does it reflect well on the club and where you're at if you've got a lot of players involved in the national team?
I think it's a bit of both. I think it reflects on the individual as well. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that have got to play, and they're the ones that go week in and week out that have consistently done a good job for us. It's great that we have players in that mix. Whoever gets chosen, for next Tuesday, again, we can't control that, but we can definitely help their cause in terms of train them hard. And end of the day, Graham will pick who he needs to pick. But I think it's great as a whole, not just us, but we have players in the A-League representing our national game, going to the biggest tournament in the world, and hopefully there's representatives from all clubs that get chosen in the World Cup. Is that realistic? I don't know. But we're happy that we can help the country and our club by having representatives in the Socceroos.
And will you give the players who do get called up, because there'll be a few, will you give them any kind of mentoring or advice? We saw in A-League's All Access, you gave Jamie McLaren a quick FaceTime when he was in the national team camp.
Yeah, I do that. Whenever they go away, I wish them good luck, and I speak to them on a regular basis when they're in camp. Look, my phone's always on. They know that whenever they want to speak to me, they can. I ring just to see how they are and touch base. But I never interfere with anything else. I just want to look after our players and just see how they are, and hopefully I can make a few phone calls this year.